G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Now today I have got my heart-shaped quartz mold. Quartz, I'm calling it quartz because it's thick and chunky. It kind of looks like a quartz edged. Now you may remember seeing my geode one and my oval one. So this is in the same range. I've got the three and they've all got that recessed top when you unmold it, so it can be used as a little trinket tray. And because Valentine's Day is coming up, I thought I'd use my heart one, and I'm going to put some dried flowers in it. It's only got a little center, so I'm not going to use all of those. I'm not going to put the flowers right out here. I'm only going to sort of put them in the center. So to begin with, I have just got a little bit of platinum ultra clear. It's a really thin resin, and I've put just a teensy weensy little bit of Max Sparkle in it. Because it's very lightweight, this sparkle glitter. It's from Colour Passion. I don't use a glitter because the glitter is quite heavy. I'm just going to decant into my little cup here and pour it down the stick so we don't get splashing. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to just spray some alcohol into those little areas there. It's just my isopropyl alcohol from Bunnings. It's actually 100% isopropyl or isopropanol, whichever way you want to say it, same thing. And then let's just drizzle in here along our little edges. So this is going to be a two-part pour. The first one is just drizzling a little bit of resin in here, and then putting down just a really thin layer of resin just to stick the flowers down. Otherwise, if you try and pour it all at once, the flowers are just going to float to the top. So you need to do two layers. You can either do a thin layer like this, or you can stick each one down with UV resin, which I'm just going to pour it all at once. Okay. There's a little bit of blue glitter in there from my old mixing stick by the looks of it. Get out. Chase a bit of glitter around for hours. Come on, out you come. I think that's it. All right, so that's the first thing I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to, oh my gosh, there go all my flowers. It's going to give it a bit of a tap, 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 just to try and get any bubbles out that may be stuck in there. So yeah, these are just some dried flowers. You may remember I used these same ones when I did my recent dominoes with rose gold little dots. Okay, how's that looking? Just going to make sure there's no, or hopefully there's no bubbles in there. Hopefully not. All right, so like I said, thin layer of resin. I'm just going to spread that. I probably shouldn't have put the glitter in all of it. I kind of only wanted the glitter in the edges, but I added it before I stirred, so now it's going to be in the middle as well, but it'll be all right. Just a little hint of shimmer. And I guess the little hint of shimmer too, if you do end up with any bubbles, the that little bit of shimmer, it's quite forgiving because, you'll think, is that a bubble or is that just shimmer? So yeah, I think it's a bit forgiving to do it that way. Okay, now again, do not torch because it's a very thin layer of resin over your silicone. So you do have a high chance of fusing the resin to the mold if it gets too hot. So I'll add something to that and make a puffy heart or something. All right, here we go. I kind of want it to be out that way. I'm going to put this over the top afterwards. Now you've got to remember that you're working backwards, okay? So that's the front of the leaf, so it's got to go down that way. Because when you turn it upside down, everything's going to be round the other side. So it's a relatively deep mold, so it should be, I Now see, this is it's quite puffy, this thing. It's quite high. So you can kind of take the back. I'm just going to leave it for now. I'm going to push them down. I'll push them down. If anything's kind of like sticking up later, you can just snip it off rather than trying to trim them all now. I'll kind of stick down what I can. Do I want that one? See, I haven't got, there's not much room. There's not much room. I'll put that one there. It's not a lot. Can't fit a lot in here. See how it doesn't really want to stick well, but when we do the next layer, it'll all get kind of cemented in. I just wanted to basically stick down just so it doesn't all kind of float up. Things like this that, you know, want to stick up a little bit, I don't think it's going to matter too much. Maybe I need to put it up the other way. The other way, because it wants to kind of bend that way, doesn't it? Bend it like Beckham. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Let it do what it wants to do, and it wanted to go that way. Oh, now there's a petal broken off. Just snip that one off. Take that away. All right, so it's going to take me just a little while to figure all this out. And then, yeah, you can trim off little bits that you're not that happy with. So the Ultra Clear's got a relatively long working time. I don't have to worry too much about rushing, and also it's very thin. So the thinner your resin is, the longer it's going to take to cure. So you do have a bit of time to play. All right, next thing, I think I'll do that just there, over the top. Now remember, this is the back, so if you don't want to see your stalks, make sure they're sitting over the top of something else, like that. Just put that there. A little bit of that there. There's another bit. Like so. And this is quite pretty. Don't know what it is, but it's quite pretty. I don't want it to be like too matchy, so it doesn't have to all balance exactly. It can go there. Again, just push it down. Now this bit's sitting over the top of that other flower, so what I'll need to do is just, because it doesn't want to touch the base, I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of resin over a few of these, just to make sure that they are going to stick to the bottom layer of flowers. Even if there's just a little bit of resin there, just enough to hold them from floating away, because this one here is just sitting on top of that little petal there. All right, now what else? I might use these little, I'm not sure what they are, but I thought I had another one. I think I must have blown it onto the floor. That can just kind of go up the side there. Whoops. Just like that. It probably needs to come a little bit higher. Like so. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to use this colour. Don't know. Not sure. A bit more there. I said to myself, try not to overfill, you know, try not to overfill it, because sometimes less is more. And I haven't got any of, no, see, I want to put this over the top. So I don't want to have too much cream. I don't want to have, maybe I'll just put a bit of that there. And then the other one can go there. It's not very dense. Like, you can see through all of these, and they're pretty light in color. So, you know, it doesn't matter, I guess, if I put it a little bit more densely populated than I was planning to, because you're still going to be able to see through them, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I need something just here, a little something there. And then I can put this down over the top. What else can I put on there? I think I'll take this cream out for now. And I will use this. I'm going to just snip it though, and then put that there, and then put that there. That way we're tying the colors. See, I like to do this. I've got cream, cream, orange, orange, sort of burnt orange, pink, pink, white in the middle. It's just kind of how I like to do it. Let's drizzle a little bit of resin over the orange. I wasn't sure if I wanted it, but I think it looks nice. I think it does. All right, now make sure that I've got this the right way, and hopefully we'll be able to actually see it through everything else. Let's move a few things around. Move things over a bit. Spread them out. Okay, I think that'll have to do. Okay, so that's just going to go there. And like I said, I'm not sure, you know, what I'm going to be able to even see, if we're going to be able to see that through there. All right, let's drizzle some resin over the top. Stick everything down. Not quite sure. Oh, it should be all right. Sometimes with a really delicate little cream flower like that, it kind of goes transparent and it disappears in the resin. But we'll see. I just want to cover that whole little white leaf. Just drizzle a little bit more on here. Make sure everything's wetted down. And yeah, if there's a few things poking out later on, I can just snip them off with the scissors. It's the back, so you won't even notice it, really. Won't notice it. Okay. All right, that'll do me. Quick little spray with some alcohol, and then leave that to semi-cure. It doesn't have to be totally cured, and then we're going to come back and top fill it with clear resin. So see you in a few hours. Before I go, I've got a tiny little bit of this clear left, and I thought, let's put some flowers in a puffy heart mold just to see what that's going to look like, eh? Not sure how much I can get in there. It's only a little mold. Actually, maybe just loose flowers like that might be better. Let's just put a little bit in there. Just put a tiny bit in. Oh gosh, look at this. I might as well... I said to myself, I haven't got much resin left. What am I going to do with it? But if I'm only putting a little bit in for now, and then I can fill them up later, that'll work. We can do all 9. Okay. Let's have a little look. The tweezers have gone. Let's just make sure we're putting it in upside down. Like so. Alright, so you get the general idea. I'm not going to bore you with me doing all of this. Making sure I'm putting them in upside down. Hopefully I'm not getting bubbles in them. I'll do some of these lighter ones as well. So yeah, I'm going to do that and then I'll come back to you in a few hours. Right, so this layer has set. It's been a few hours. And I managed to get all 9 of these little puffy hearts done. So very cute. Now I'm going to go again with the next little layer. And I'm going to spray the edges again, just again to help, you know, prevent any bubbles. Actually, I might spray their little plants as well, little flowers. All right, here we go. And again, it's the Platinum Ultra Clear resin because it's a nice thin one. It doesn't really like being poured very deep though, so I may not fill it all the way on this layer and then wait until it's kind of gelled and then fill it up again. Now the problem with some resins, and I don't know if it's all resins, but some resins, if they're not meant to be poured deep and you pour them deep, as they generate a lot of heat, they will release a lot of bubbles, and you'll just get like millions of bubbles in your piece because it's just got this chemical reaction going on, and it's got so hot and it's just, I don't know, creating bubbles. I don't know how it does it, but it does it, so just be aware. Okay, now the other thing I did, can you see these? I won't pick it up. See these? I just dusted in just the little bales there with some of this copper mica powder. I thought that would look nice. And then I'm thinking, I wish I'd done some to this as well, but I may trim it with some copper later on. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to just leave that for a minute. It's still got probably another 1/4 inch, 5 or 6 mil to fill up. But I just want to leave it for now. I don't want to risk getting bubbles. I'd rather come back and just pour another layer. You could, of course, just use a deep pour resin. I do have a deep pour resin, but it takes 2 days to cure. I'd rather just wait 4 hours between layers and do thinner layers. But that's just me. That way, you know, I can get the whole thing done and unmolded in a day rather than having to wait 2 days to unmold. But yeah, that's just my choice. But you can, if you want to, use a deep pour resin and don't have to worry about bubbles. And then just wait the 2 days to demold. All right, let's fill these up. These will be nice little giveaways, won't they? I always use my leftover resin to make puffy hearts for giveaways. Oh no, I've gone over on that one. Yeah, put too much in. Oh dear. Now, if you do overfill your resin, just grab a piece of paper towel and just touch it on top like that and lift it up. All right, and then I've made a bit of a mess, so I'll get a baby wipe. And then I'll just, when I finish with the baby wipe, I just push in towards the center rather than pushing out. I'm making a bit of a mess now. I've dripped into that one. All right, I'm going to finish these. And if I've got any resin left, I'll just put it in there. But I wanted to just fill these up. This one's got a bit much in it too. It's such a thin resin, you see. You think you're not putting much in, and then before you know it, it's overflowed because it's so thin. that's an easy way of taking a little bit out. Alright, I think they're pretty much done. Another little drizzle. I just like to dome them ever so slightly because the resin will shrink a little bit as it cures. And I'd rather have it doming rather than that little raised sharp edge around the outside. Okay, that's it. They're all doming now. And I think I still need to take a little bit more out of that one, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's take a little bit out. That's it. Done, skis. All right. Now what I'll do is I will shine a little torch, a little flashlight, just in here, and just see if I've got any bubbles, because it's really difficult to see with clear resin if there are any. Can't see any. I can see some gorgeous little sprinkles in there from the Max Sparkle White. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'll wait a few hours. I'll just put another really thin clear top coat on that one. And then I'll see you for the unmolding. So, very exciting. See you soon. Right, it's the next day and it has cured and I'm super excited. And look at these. Do we do these first or these first? Or these first or these first? All right, let's move that out of the way. Where I'll put you? Over there. Let's do this first, okay? And have a look. See how we've gone. I don't see any bubbles in there, but you just don't know until you turn it over. Look! Love crystal edges. Who loves crystals? And I'm going to go slowly, so we might not hear too much of a crunch. Look at that. Crunch. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hope it's as beautiful as I'm hoping it will be. Wow. Okay, let's get it out. Ooh, look at the transparency and the clarity in that. I love that side too. All right. Let's do this. Turn it around this way. Are we ready? Here we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, I've got a bubble. Oh, see, I can't see it there. It's under the leaf. That's okay. Never mind. There's one and then one there. If you particularly wanted to, you could drill out from the back and fill in. But I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think it's that noticeable. Look at the shimmer from the little sparkles that I put in it. Oh, it's so pretty. What do you think, you guys? We'll get the little hearts out and then we'll go for a little walk around the room. I did overflow it a tiny bit. I'll need to trim these up a bit. I was trying to put as much in as possible, but it's easy enough just to trim with my little nippers from Amazon. But yeah, I probably did fill it up a little bit too much. It's the first time I've used the mold, so I'll know next time not to sort of fill it up too much. Just trim this off a bit. And you can cut around your little crystals like that. I just turn it around and do the other way, so you've got that little neat V edge there, like the crystals have. Oh, I shot it across the room. Oh gosh. All right. So anyway, that's basically what you need to do if you've overflowed it. I think the rest of it's pretty good. I will sort of tie it up a little bit more just before I take the photo for you. But yeah, next time I'll be careful not to overfill it. See, I was trying to make sure that everything was, you know, flush on the other side. But in reality, it doesn't really matter if there's anything sticking out. You can just trim it. If there's anything poking out the other side, you could just trim it. So all good. Alrighty. Enough of that. Move those out of the way. We'll go for a little walk around the room in a minute, so we can have a look at the crystal edge. Now, where will I put you? Swap you over. Put that there. Put that there. It's really pretty. Okay, so here we go. Here's our little puffy hearts. Let's get them all out. They're all going to be the same. Gee, now I'm worried about bubbles in these ones. If you've got a pressure pot, most definitely you could put your mold with your resin into your pressure pot, and you won't get any bubbles at all. But if you don't have one, then you just kind of have to deal with bubbles. Hey, it's part of resin. Now move those. I will link, well, I'll link this one in my store, and this one is in my store anyway. If you just search puffy hearts, you'll be able to find that. All right, are we ready? Let's have a look at these little cutie pies. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's just adorable. Look at that. Oh gosh, I've overfilled that one too. Pick that out. Oh, there it goes. There we go. All done. All better. So that's them there. Look at that. And they've got a tiny little bit of sparkle on them too. I don't know if you can see it. You've probably got a lot of ring lights reflecting on there. So that's those. Look at them all real quick. They're all the same. Actually, maybe I'll flip them over and put them on some black card for you. There we go. Wow, look at that. Now they just pop, don't they? So I guess if you were doing this and you really like the, the dark background, you could put a little bit of clear in, drop your little flowers, and then instead of, filling them up later with clear, you could fill them up with black, or burgundy. Burgundy actually would have looked really nice against the, maybe I can do a video on that. Wouldn't that look nice, eh? The burgundy. Let's go in for a close-up. Yeah, burgundy backing would look really pretty with the, that rose gold or coppery and stuff. Now, the little sprinkles aren't bubbles. They are the Supermax Sparkle. So, again, it's a good way of sort of making sure that, if you've got a little bubble in there, it's kind of disguised, but I don't see any bubbles. I did really well. I think I did really well. You can even see the veins on that. Look at that. This is so cute. So I got like a little, I put an apricot flower, a pinky flower, and then a little bit of that creamy, pointy stuff. I don't know what that is. Anyway, so that's them. All right, now that I've got my phone down, let's go for a little walk around the room with this gorgeous creature. Actually, now, oh gosh, now I need to zoom out because I'm too close. Hang on. Say hello to the dogs. Hello, dogs. Hello, dogs. Hello, babies. Come and say hi. You're all sleeping, are you? Come and say hi. There you go. Say hi to everybody. Hello. Hi. You all good? Yes, you are. I'll come and sit with you in a minute. We'll watch a movie, okay? Yes, we will. All right. I've zoomed out. Come over here. So you can see the clarity in that. It is just gorgeous. Looks like crystals. I'm just going to zoom back in a bit more. There we go. It's difficult, you guys. It's difficult. Oh, the struggle's real. Okay, so I've got a beautiful, smooth, glossy top there. You can see reflecting in the glass. And here's our crystal edge. I'll just do a little slow pan around. for those that are interested in seeing what that looks like. Need to trim that edge. So there you go. Love it. Love it. Go over here to the window. It's only early. It's what's the time? It's only 7:30 in the morning on a Sunday morning. I was so excited to come and unmold this. I haven't even had my coffee yet. So not much sunlight around just yet. But yeah, kind of gives you an idea. Oh, hey guys, what about, I was just seeing how it's catching the light. What about if we put like just in the edges some of that that holographic cellophane, or the iridescent cellophane? See how it's kind of catching the light there in the top right? And that's just the sun refracting. So yeah, what about that? Just find little pieces of that cellophane, iridescent cellophane, just in the edges. Wouldn't that be pretty? Let's do that one day. Okay, so there it is. You can see the little sparkles there. Move over hearts. We're coming in. We're coming in. Just going to put that, oops, put that there for a minute, just so that you can see what that looks like on the black. Everybody in. Here we go. Everybody's in. Love it. Okay, so there you go. That's what it all looks like. Now I'm going to go and have my coffee. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed my little video. And I know it's early yet, but happy Valentine's, everybody. I will be doing another shaker for Valentine's, so that'll be coming up in the next couple of videos, so keep an eye out for that one. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you all again real soon for the next one. Take care. Bye for now.